Yes, I've kept my promise. I promised to come back with a man who has been there, done that in our that day experience. Karibu sana Pastor Mark.
Asante.
Now, this Golden Minutes show, you have had 3 golden minutes. 3 times a father. Tell us, how has it been? How is it to be a father? How is the feeling?
To be a father.
Yes.
It's a good experience.
It's a good experience.
It's a good experience. And the first time for me to be called a father was way back 2011.
That was the first golden minute.
That was the first golden minute. And it was so exciting and at the same time a mixture of reaction of feelings, fearing, anxieties are there. Until now when we got our firstborn. That particular day was so much interesting for me because my wife woke me at around 4:30.
4:30 a.m.
4:30 a.m. in the morning. Bearing in mind that we took 2 months preparing for a baby, of which myself I was wanting a boy, and of course my wife wanting a girl. But we agree at the end of the day, whoever who comes first is comes. And now that particular day, I was woken up very deep sleep.
4:30 a.m.
4:30 a.m. And the message that came was that wake up because I have some bleeding. Some fluid coming out of me. Then fluid coming out of me. Of course.
And not vomiters.
Not vomiters. Not vomiting. Fluid. And then I tell her, what is it? And say, maybe I'm giving birth. Now,
in bed?
Yes, in bed. Now, what am I going to do? I'm a man. I've never experienced such a thing. And the only thing I remember is that I took my phone, called a taxi. I even forgot that I have a car in my parking there, though there are many other which are there. And I knew this one will take much time. Before I woke up my neighbors to allow me now go, I decided to call for a taxi and get her in and then take her to the hospital. The moment I render her to the hands of the medics, and then I say now bye-bye, because I was fearing to see the kind of life or the kind of experience that I was going through.
Now the taxi man has come.
The taxi man has
picked your wife.
Yes.
You've dumped her in the hands of the medical personnel.
Yes.
And you disappeared.
And I disappeared.
To where?
To the house. Why? Because I'm afraid of seeing what she's going through.
But it's for better, for worse.
Yes, I like the experience because I know we are going to get an addition in our house. But seeing her crying or making that kind of noise,
but she's still the same sweetheart.
Was not welcoming to me because I was sympathizing with her. And now the anxiety grew up and up and up because luckily enough we had one woman of God who was there for me, and I quickly called her, and then she reported the hospital, and then she took care of her. I was called after like 3 hours that you did not bring the clothes of the baby. You
only took the wife to hospital.
I only took her to the hospital.
And nothing
I didn't know that clothes are also needed for the baby.
What was he or she to wear?
I don't know. Those are the things that... Yes. So after 3 hours is when the nurses called me that we needed the clothes for the baby. And now the pastor has to come again back to my house and pick the clothes and took them.
I assume now it is early in the morning, very early in the morning.
Yes, it's around 9 in the morning. And then I was asking her, how is she? How is she? Is she fine? When is it going to be? When are we going to get our firstborn? Then she said, no, just relax. And then even the doctor, I was calling him, how is the condition of my wife? She's okay. But there's one thing that he kept telling me, that she has to expand up to 10 millimeters or 10 centimeters so that the child will come out, but the 10th has never come.
Not millimeters. It is centimeters. It is centimeters.
So that's the message.
Yes.
That's what I was getting, yeah?
Yes.
Of course. And the last time, the doctor told me, no, it has stuck in 7. because
7 centimeters.
yes, because the child head is being seen, but it's not coming. And up to 5, that's when now he told me to come to the hospital to sign for him to do a theater, to do a surgery for her. And I say, that's the worst thing I will ever do.
You will not sign?
I will not sign, because I'm not expecting to get my child through that way. I want the natural way.
You are an African man.
I'm an African man.
You want a natural way.
And what I was thinking, my mind, whatever that was coming through my mind was, if she undergo the surgery, possibly, there's something we were told, DOT. I don't know, it's called DOT or what. I don't know, something of that. So the enemy kept... Yes.
We'll know what it is.
I don't know. Death on the table. I don't know.
Oh.
Something. Okay. So the enemy keeps on telling me, when your wife go through surgery,
DOT.
Automatically
DOT.
DOT. So I say no, and don't try. And I decided to say I will not go, so that the doctor will not
take her
do the operation. But my desire never came true, because he decided to took her, and after an hour I was called that the baby is there.
You are a daddy.
I'm a daddy. I'm a daddy.
Now for better for us, it's now for better. Come.
Now I decided to go. Have my child, pray for her, and went to see my wife. Then I was thinking, maybe she has been injured, because this is a big child. How big is the operation?
You know, the whole abdomen is
yes,
out.
I was thinking the whole stomach is
out.
But even after 1 week, I was still afraid to go and see, to tell her, where did they cut you? Because, you know, I was thinking it's a big cut. A big cut. But after some times, I regained some confidence, and I was able to see, and I was happy, because it appears like nothing had happened. Nothing had happened.
2013 February.
Yes.
Comes the baby boy.
Yes.
The baby you wanted the other time.
Yes.
It has come in 2012.
Yes.
2013. February. How was it?
This time round, I can say we were a bit prepared. We were a bit experienced, because now there is the first thing that we have gone through. Now this is the second child, and for this one, now I had to consult again my doctor concerning the situation, whether still I'm looking at the aspect of the natural what.
You still want natural?
I still want the natural.
Last time she went through a cesarean section, but you still want natural. I'm
still looking for the natural.
That's African man.
That's me, and where I come from.
Yes.
So I had now to consult the doctor. Are we going to wait until the D date? I hear something called D date, which these are the things that you medics.
EDD.
Yes.
Expected delivery date.
All right. Now, well said.
Expected date of delivery.
Yeah. So, are we going to wait for that double ED, or what's the way forward?
Yes.
Then we were given some peace of mind by the doctor that sometimes someone can undergo through the cesarean process, and then later possibly she can do it natural. Then myself, I was for that. For natural. So I told him that no, we must wait until the D date, until the labor comes. Then we will see whether she can able to now push the baby, or something else has to be done. And then she said, no, remember the 7 milliliters we discussed on the first, is it 7 milliliters or 7 centimeters?
Oh my goodness.
Asante.
Go for a break. Now back again with Pastor Mark.
She said, no, remember the 7 milliliters we discussed on the first, is it 7 milliliters or 7 centimeters?
Oh my goodness, it's 7 it's 7 centimeters.
Yes, it is the same. Remember that she can't go beyond the seven whatever
centimeters.
Yes.
Yes.
So this one has to undergo the same process of surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told him that then what is the essence of for us to wait until
labor comes.
Hiyo siku ya ifike.
Mm-hmm.
And now we say, all right, I think the baby is ready to be removed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know now whether it's to be given birth or to be removed.
Now it is to be removed.
Now to be removed.
Mm.
He told me that he's ready to be removed.
Yeah.
And that's when now we were, as I said earlier, that at least we were prepared. And then we planned with the doctor that on such and such a particular date, this is a date that we are seeing it's convenient for us now to go for our second born.
Now you are given a choice to give
Yes.
your baby his birth date.
Yes.
That's a
And
privilege.
I chose the 4th of February.
Why? Is it the day you married?
No, but I think what I was looking is the even number. Instead of saying 1 or 3 or 5 or 7, I was looking for an even number.
Okay.
Because now the firstborn, it was an even number, 20. You can divide 20 with any number. And this one now, it was not based with anything, but I wanted to
just
maintain.
even.
Yes, an even.
Okay.
Right.
Now the even comes.
Now the even
4th,
comes.
2nd, 2013.
Yes.
Now what happened on this day?
By this particular date, we had already prepared early enough. Now it's packing the clothes because, of course, now I'm trying to save the embarrassment of being called.
For clothes.
For clothes.
Like the previous time.
Like the previous time. There were many things that I didn't know that they are needed in the hospital, which I thought possibly the hospital will provide. But now, by the first experience, that's when I came to know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are needed.
It's my responsibility.
It is my responsibility. And thank God for the second time now. At least I'm a better husband.
There's no pain?
No pain. I'm already prepared for this. My mind is ready. Let her go through the cesarean process again. And I was very prepared for this. And it's me who did the shopping and took her. I remember it was 3:30 in the evening, p.m.
Now you drove.
Then I drove her to the hospital.
That was
and,
good.
And I told the doctor, I'm not going to leave. I'm going to wait until you finish the operations. Please call me.
And why didn't you ask to get in theater?
No, I didn't want to go to the theater because I didn't want to see. Okay, there's one aspect that they say possibly people are not wanted there.
Yeah, but let me tell you, it would have traumatized you.
Yes.
I know that.
And that's the main thing that I was trying to avoid. Because I don't want to see pictures in my mind of what happened long time
now
ago.
You're waiting outside the...
Yes,
you're
I was
at the
waiting
hospital's
outside.
bench.
Yes.
She's in.
After an hour, I was called by the doctor that here comes a very huge, I still remember the words, a very huge mwanaume. And then, you know now the joy of getting the daughter. Now here comes again
baby boy.
A baby boy.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. That's equation balance.
Sure.
As opposed to getting a girl and a girl and a girl. You know, there is that satisfaction that comes when you have a baby boy and a baby girl.
Baby girl.
Yes, having boys still brings satisfaction. Having girls still bring but getting the balanced, it's more to me.
It's okay.
Here comes a man that I said, I think now this is me.
This is me.
This is this is me. I see myself here.
Myself small. Myself growing now.
Myself growing now because the first one who was there, you know, she's a lady, she's a daughter, and this one I know I'm going to sell her sometimes back to somebody else, somebody's baby boy.
But the boy will bring another one.
But the boy
will replace.
Will replace.
Now he wanted a baby boy, never got it. Got a baby girl, but in the second time he got a baby boy, and decided no more babies in the house. Exactly 1 year, the wife conceives. Bring the story.
1 year down the line, we have discussed with my wife and we agreed that the 2 kids are enough for us. Now, according to our culture or African setup, getting a baby child, a baby girl and a baby boy is okay.
You are satisfied?
We are satisfied for that. But 1 year, exactly 1 year down the line, I was shocked. Why? One day my wife told me that I missed whatever is being
whatever
missed.
women miss.
Whatever women miss, which of course again is a lesson to learn. Then she started experiencing some dizziness, and then she said, no, I need to go for a checkup. Then I refer her to the doctor. Okay, you can go and to be tested and see whatever
it
is. I was shocked because the result she brought is that she is pregnant.
Pregnancy positive.
Pregnancy positive, and this pregnancy was never planned, was never thought of, because we thought we have finished our business of adding the humanity race in the world.
Filling the world.
Filling the world, it was not our business only.
You had filled your house.
We were to left for other men and other women of God to do the same. But now here comes a report whereby a 3rd child is on the way coming. This one suckling the mother. Is it suckling or
breastfeeding, suckling?
Breastfeeding, whatever the case. He's a very young boy.
Bado ananyonya.
Bado ananyonya. Mwingine ako kwa tumbo.
Ndio hiyo.
Huwa tutafanya nini
One
sasa?
woman.
One
woman.
Still in my mind, I'm still thinking that she undergone a very critical situation of being cut every day.
Every time she's giving birth.
Every time she's
giving birth. She's a cat.
She's a cat. The same place. Right? Now, we were traumatized. Both of us.
I imagine.
So after some times, we went to our pastor, and we were guided and counseled, and now we decided we are now going again to prepare to receive another angel, another child, and that's now when now the issue is, how are we going to now to stop this child breastfeeding to prepare for the other one. Now that's where the technical thing was, because we didn't know what to do. How are we going to make this boy to stop him from
breastfeeding?
From breastfeeding, and now again preparing
for this
his mother.
You never knew that this boy could still continue breastfeeding. The mother goes into labor or goes through the cesarean section, gets delivered the baby, then goes back home and breastfeeds the 2. You never knew.
You know, now this is 1 year down the line, right? Of course, you cannot carry a baby for 9 months while breastfeeding the other one, and again, or after coming back from delivering another child, you breastfeed the 2 of them. You see, it's a challenge. It's a challenge
for the body. The body needs a lot.
The body needs a lot.
Yes.
So we were seeing that possibly the boy, we have suppressed him a little bit. We have not given him his time to
breastfeed.
To whatever.
Shikilia hapo.
Asante.
Go for a break. Welcome again. Thank you for keeping with us once again. Continue writing to us your comments through the number on your screen. We are still back with Mr. Mark, Pastor Mark.
Thank you.
You wanted 2 babies. The unwanted baby has come.
Yes.
Tell us about the baby. How do you see the baby now today? How is the baby?
Now here comes a child that was not planned. Let's say unplanned child.
Yeah.
After we have accepted, because there must be a sense of acceptance.
Okay.
That this is my child, and this is God who wants us to have our 3rd born. And by 30th of December 2015,
she was born.
Juanita was born. And here she is with us. Very beautiful, bouncing,
Bossing baby girl.
Baby girl.
And a beautiful name.
A very beautiful name.
Yes.
And we are proud of her.
Yes.
We thank God because our daughter has brought much, much joy
To your family.
to my family.
That is very good.
And we love her so much.
You know what happens? Mostly in families when they decide, family planning is getting the number of children that you can be able to raise and getting them at the intervals you can manage. But now, situations like yours happen. And to many people,
Yes.
many people. But some men mistrust their wives. Not really mistrust. They trust their wives,
Yes.
but they don't accept the pregnancy.
Yes, you get tempted because you ask yourself, every obstacle was on the way. That
It was on the way.
It was on the way. But here comes a situation whereby now a child has come. You tend to think that, is this child mine? Now my question is, if it is not yours,
Whose is it?
Who is it?
And I still trust my wife.
Yes. So what is there is that you need just to accept and say, this is the blessings of God. And you encourage her. Especially because this thing becomes disturbing when all of you, you have agreed that no more. And when you say no more, God has not said. We didn't consult God. Is this enough for us, or you are still having some more plans for us? Because many are the plans in man's heart, but
the purposes of God
yes,
are accomplished.
Yes.
Now, Pastor Mark, I assure you, one thing that I'm very sure, 100%,
yes,
there's somebody watching us right now,
yes,
but they are going through the same experience with the wife. He's consulted everyone.
Yes.
The wife is consulting everyone. Kindly look at that camera.
Yes.
Talk to that man.
I'd like to encourage you, my brother, back home, you that is watching over us here, that you need to trust God. And to me, I have gone through such an experience, and my plea to you is that you need to seek the purposes of God, get to know. After you have agreed that you need 2 or 3 children, what is God saying about that agreement? Is it the purpose of God for you to have 3 or the number of children you are having? You need to consult him to avoid some kind of confusion in life or some kind of fightings and conflicts in a family that are just brought because of our own desires. We need to trust in God.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Let me tell you one thing. In my many years that I've lived in this world, I have met many people. We've shared when I was in college, many other places. And I have met people who've told me they were never wanted. Maybe mostly, especially firstborns. Many firstborns are not planned for. People just want to enjoy, to have a year of honeymoon, but the baby comes. Most lastborns are never planned for. But let me tell you what happens. These people turn out to be great people. Very great people. Other people that turn out to be great are these people whose parents at some point separated, and maybe the baby became part of the argument. Let's look at one good example. President, the former president of USA, President Barack Obama. Look at what happened. The daddy just left, but it's the mother. He turned out to be a great person.
Become a great leader.
So any child is in the purposes of God. It is in the plans of God. And let no man interfere with the plans of God. But let God interfere with the plans of men.
Amen.
So when we let God be God and interfere with our plans, I tell you, our children are going to be great.
True.
Many women have planned, many families have planned. If it doesn't come out, if your plans don't come out, don't stick. Please let God be God.
Amen.
It's been good sharing with you.
Amen.
Viewers, we want to hear your experiences. We want you to write to us. Tell us that special thing that happened to you during your labor. You man who is watching us, tell us that special experience that you had during your wife's first, second, third, seventh birth. Tell us about it. You are there, you're not even married, but you fear labor. Please tell us, what is this that you fear?
Or what you are expecting.
What you are expecting. You were there, you're planning for your wedding. You don't even know how it will come. It started with breaking of what? No. coming out of waters.
Waters of which you don't know which kind of water.
Which kind of waters.
Yes.
Now, you're also
New
fearing,
things.
which is these waters that
Yes.
we are talking about.
Yes.
They will happen to you. Do you know them? Do you fear them? Kindly write to us. We will read your comment. And bye-bye. Thank you for being with us. This is Golden Minutes Show, where we talk about that golden minute when a diagnosis has to be made, when the cord has to be cut. That golden minute that brings joy to a mother, a father, a family, a community. See you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.